Here's how you cut birthdays for GCTV. This one is pretty simple. Just like with weather, there's already a template that you can find in the GRAID folder, which is the network drive that's connected to all of our editing desktops here in the classroom. You go to the relevant folder for your year. For this one, it is 2021. And you go to birthday segments, and then you will find, for some reason, many copies of the template itself. I'll have to delete some of those. And also some project files from people who don't know where to save their projects. So this is the one we want. We'll open this up, and you'll see, just like with weather, everything is laid out for you. You just have to change a couple of the elements. So the background itself can change if it's relevant, like if it's obviously something that has to do with birthdays, it can change. The music can also change too, but most people just choose to leave it this way, which is fine. Nothing wrong with being consistent. So the names are in here, and you'll notice that they transition between the other ones, and then at the very end we have a final happy birthday, although there is supposed to be a transition between the two. So shame on whoever edited this last. So I will show you how to edit it correctly. So that first name definitely needs to come in a little sooner. These transitions are a little off, but in terms of them being where they are, that is the right thing to do. Also notice there is a graphic for today's date, which also needs to be listed. Clear out the extra things here, which you won't need to do. But whenever you do birthdays, it will look something like this. It's going to have its music, it's going to have the balloon background, the text layer down here, 8, and then the rotating text layers for the names for that day. So, got the first name here, second name, third name, and then finally happy birthday. And we don't want these to just appear out of nowhere. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Effects tab. Then you're going to go find yourself the ever trusty cross dissolve, and you'll just put that cross dissolve directly between the two clips, not on one side, because you'll notice that it's not as smooth as it could be. There will be some frames where one of the names just disappears. But if you've done it correctly, the names should blend seamlessly together like this. In fact, you could probably speed it up. 30 frames, which is 1 second, is probably a bit too long. So I would recommend making sure that these are set to 15. You can do that by right-clicking on the transition itself, clicking Set Transition Duration, and then changing them in terms of the frames. So now this should be sped up a little bit faster. Very good. It's exactly what we want. So now, just like with the other videos, you go to File, you go to Export. You won't need to change much up here. Just make sure your preset is YouTube 1080p HD. And then for output name, you want to make sure that it is being exported to the right place. And the way that you do that is by going to the relevant folder for your year, go to birthday segments, and then you'll notice there's other segments in here that have already been done. You just want to call it, you just want to birthdays 10, 12, 20, hit save, and then you would just hit export and you're good to go.